welcome back to another video. In today's video, it's going to be something I've been waiting for. I'm finally going to be dropping my 2024 Ford F-150. So right here, I do have the IHC kit. It did come in yesterday. It is going to be the 3.5 kit. The only thing I am missing from the kit is the Fox shocks. I did upgrade to the Fox 2.0 in the rear. It took a week for me to get this, but the shocks are still missing. So I'm going to start with the front, then I'm going to do the back, and hopefully the shocks arrive today. They delayed like twice already. If they don't arrive today, hopefully they arrive in the next few days. I got a 3-day weekend, so my plan is to get this thing done in those 3 days. Obviously after that, I will have to take it to get aligned, but the goal is to have it completely set up and ready to go. So come over here, let's take one final look so you guys can see how this looks. Don't mind that stain down there. My dad was doing an oil change and then they spilled something like that. It is not from the truck. It does suck though, because when I'm down there, I'm gonna have to be on that. But here's how it sits right now. Main goal is to get rid of all this rake, have the truck leveled. Right now you see how it sits so high in the back. That's the thing about single cabs, it just makes it more obvious. And then the 4-wheel drive ones sit even higher too. So once we get that flip kit installed, it will be level. It should be pretty easy. It's like 9:15 a.m. right now, Saturday. So as I was saying, the front is a little easier for me. The back, you have to mess with the drive shaft, the differential. It's just a little more tricky. The thing I liked about the IHC is that it comes with the pinion angle built in. I was gonna go with like the Beltec one at first, but then it has shims and stuff. You gotta get the angle right. I saw people complaining about that. So I was like, why not just go with this one? We'll see how the kit works out for me. I am gonna do all the steps correctly. I bought a better torque wrench so I can torque everything to spec, grease everything up. It might take me a while, it might not, but like I said, I got 3 days and I got nothing but time right now to take it easy, do it right, and we'll see how it goes. I'll show you guys along the way. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and like this video. Let's try to get to like 30 likes. So first things first, we got our drink and let's get some music going so we can start. Let's get it. And here we got everything that was in the little box. So it's just everything for the flip kit. All this right here, the shackles, the U-bolts. As for the big box, there's our upper control arms, our lowers, our upper ball joints, and all our hardware. Here's some progress update. I just took everything off. I have the lower arms, the upper, the spindle, the strut, the rotor, ready to start assembling again. All right guys, and here's a step I haven't seen anyone show so far. So it is something that needs to be done just in order for your top ball joint to slide in through the spindle. So you get a 9/16 drill bit, just like this. You are going to put it in here. You are not making this bigger, you're not boring it out or anything like that. All you need to do, you see right now it doesn't slide through. If it's not sliding through, that means your top ball joint's not going to slide through. So you just go through and out. That's pretty much it. You're just making that bottom a little wider, but you do that and then you'll get your top ball joint to slide through. So I know I didn't show the hole before, but it is a little more open down here. I did show you how the drill bit wouldn't go through, and now look at it. That's pretty much all you do when you turn it on. When you turn it on, you just go through and back. Guys, it is 12:26 a.m. It really turned into the next day, but everything to get this fucking truck lowered. Me and my brother have been out here grinding on this. So it is, let's say, 90% done. The whole front is done. The back, it's flipped. Only thing left to do is to add the saddle. I don't know what that's called. And then the U-bolts. Torque everything down. Put the wheels back on. And we're good to go. It did take a little longer than I expected, but that's because I was using precaution. I was going slow on everything. But here it is. That's it for today. I'll show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. All right guys, so it is now Monday. It is about to be 6 p.m. FedEx just came through with the Fox shocks. I haven't been able to do anything because I've been waiting on the shocks. They finally arrived, so I'm gonna throw them on. After I throw the shocks on, I'm going to torque the shackle back here. Then I can throw the wheels back on and we're done. I'll show you guys how it sits and how it comes down right after. So moment of truth, I've been waiting for this all weekend. Let's see how it turns out. All right guys, I'm currently underneath the back side of the driver's side. This is the main issue. This bolt from the shock right here was bumping into the bottom plate from the flip kit. There was really no other way to do it. It kind of has to be like that. That's pretty much okay, I would say. But make sure you go one by one. You could cross them and that way you can make it sit back right. You do want both of these right here to be inside of the hole. If they're not inside of the hole, you don't want to have it like that. You can risk premature failure, or you could just risk your whole thing coming undone. But make sure it sits down flat like that. Get it one at a time like I told you, and you should be good. This will hit a little bit, but as long as it's a little like that, you should be fine. All right guys, so she is all done. Once again, I am ready to lower it completely to the ground. We'll see what it looks like. Here goes nothing. All right guys, so she's down, she's dropped. Here's how she's looking right now. One thing, the back is a little higher right now. The suspension will settle, as well as the floor is not even, as you can see. Guys, there you have it. I'm all dusty and dirty, but I gotta close this video. I want to put it out there and upload it. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Let's try to get to 300 subscribers. Like the video if you haven't already. As you can tell, the 24 is done. It's low and it's ready to go. All it needs is an alignment. That will be in a separate video where we take it to get aligned, see what it was before and what it's like after. I'll take them a sheet that IHC recommends that the alignment shop does. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. One thing I do want to say is I did have a problem. I don't know if you guys saw the last clip when I lowered it. The back was sitting a little high. I thought it would settle or something, but you know, it was a humbling moment. It turns out that on the rear shackle, on both sides actually, I had the bolt backwards. So I had it where the threads would be on that side, and it was supposed to be with the head of the bolt on that side and the threads on this side. So since I had it wrong and the threads were on that side, it was hitting the frame and it wasn't allowing the shackle to move like it's supposed to. So that caused the truck to be sloped like that, where the flip kit wasn't working. It was like that, and I went for a test drive, and when I tell you it was so bad, guys, it was terrible. Every single thing you would go like that, and at first I was like, what the hell is happening, you know? Like, I thought everything was right. I got some really good shocks. I got the Fox shocks you guys saw, because there's a standard kit and I didn't want to use it, so I upgraded the shocks. So I was like, man, were these shocks snake oil? Were they just overhyped? So I did some research. I went on the Facebook group. I asked around. As soon as I posted it, some guy without even seeing anything else, I just took a picture of the truck and said, what's going on? He knew. He's like, it's your shackles. So I look at the shackles. I send the group chat some pictures. And they tell me right away to like flip that thing around. So I flipped them today right away, and there we have it. The truck rides so good now. It really does ride kind of like factory. The back is a little clunky. I just need to let it settle. That's what it is, because it's not loud or anything. I mean, it was on my gravel road a little, but gravel road, you know. Once I got on the actual road though, smooth, quiet, nice ride. So overall, pretty good kit. If you upgrade your shocks, it works even better. If not, still good too. I just suggest that you take your time with it, do things slow, grease everything up, and if you can afford to upgrade shocks, I recommend you do it. I did not try the other ones, but just by looking at them, they don't seem like they're too convincing, so I just went ahead and went with the shocks, Fox shocks. But like I said, guys, let's try to hit 300 subscribers. Like the video, let's try to get 30 likes. Hit the bell for notifications. Stay tuned for more content because there is still more videos coming. Remember, drop your truck, not your standards.